We're all employees protected by our legislation laws, right? But do we know what they really are? Um, Alright, now all these laws provide benefits to the employees and not the employers. Now, some of these laws are collective bargaining, workers' compensation, pensions, unemployment compensation, as well as employment discrimination. Now, we're going to be covering all of these topics, hopefully in less than 10 minutes, with the Magic 5 movie. In this next segment, all my audio was very, very quiet, so I actually had to record like 3 hours before actually submitting this thing. All right, to start off, collective bargaining is a tactic to negotiate salary and work requirements with the employer. The main spearhead of this tactic is usually the union of the workforce, which is usually a group formed by employees in said workforce. Now, all of this is protected by NLRA, or the National Labor Relations Act, which was passed in 1935. So these unions can form, and employers can even see if you were in it or not. Employment discrimination laws were passed around in the late 1900s, mainly combat tension and discrimination and diversity. Now, some of these acts that were passed was like the Equal Pay Act and the American with Disabilities Act. Equal Pay Act being you cannot discriminate wages based on gender, and the ADEA, which you cannot discriminate against people with disabilities in the job force. Now, all of these were developed by the EEOC, or the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and there was many more laws made by them, but delving into that would extremely prolong this video more than 10 minutes, so we're not going to dive into that. Now, unemployment compensation is when taxpayers usually have to pay taxes to people who don't have a job due to layoffs. This is mainly done during recessions in the economy, and that's usually when everybody really can't pay any money and everything. But when you do have that's when you get pensions. Now, pensions is basically your retirement plan, and when you get paid when you don't no longer can work. And this was passed. These were crafted and regulated by the Employment Retirement Security Act, or ERISA if you like. It's kind of obdurate, but it's kind of a pain to do it due to the fact that you're going to have a detailed sheet of paper of what's supposed to be in there and what you're supposed to be getting paid in case of fraud. Now, for our next topic, we're going to have a very, very special guest. Now, for our next topic, for a special guest, we're going to be talking about workplace safety. And back to the video. Right now, we are with the one and only Chandler Malibu. I think that's his name. Anyway, can you please tell us about what is workplace safety? What is OSHA? Could you please tell us regarding the facts about OSHA?
OSHA is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, formed in 1970 from the OSHA Act. So currently it keeps you in check, make sure everything is safe. They send in inspectors, make sure the building's up to code, make sure you have proper drills, everything else in between.
Alright. Can you give me an example of what OSHA does? I don't know, any type of example?
Sometimes they'll pop on in, inspect it, make sure the building is up to standard. Your fire drills, they'll set up the fire line, see how they respond to that, see if their drills are good and if anyone's going to survive or die.
Alright. Thanks for the interview, Chandler. I think that's your name. Back to the video. Yeah, I don't know what the guy was talking about. Yeah, hopefully that Chandler guy knew what he was talking about. Anyways, let's go for our last topic, workers' compensation. Now, this is mainly funded by the Federal Employment Compensation Act, or FECA if you would like to call it. And it provides workers money to if they cannot work in the job currently, or if they got injured on the job, or worst comes to worst, they got killed on the job. Now it provides funds to families as well, and the way it works is that it has to be like the job's fault that you got hurt, and not your fault that you got hurt. So make sure you're not doing any amounts of tomfoolery on the job, and yeah, that's about it.
All right. Reason why I have my face concealed right now is just because we don't really talk about at-will employment in this part of town. Now, this is basically you can leave your job at any given moment or time with or without reason, but in return, your employers can also terminate you without any reason at all, or at any given time. Now, we gotta leave before someone finds us.